Hey YouTube, it's your girl Opinionated, and I'm back with another video. If you fuck with me, subscribe, and if you stop by and you watching, you want to leave a comment, leave a comment. You know I care about your thoughts, even if you're geek. I'm talking super fucking fast, and I'm not cutting this shit out either. Even if you agree or disagree. Now, a few of y'all have, mentioned in the comments that there's a female going around saying that she's pregnant by Damion Cryer and she wants him to get a DNA test and yada yada. Now, if you guys paid attention to my last video, which, don't nobody really come over and watch my shit anyway. And I do appreciate, the little squad that I got. Maybe I'll eventually grow over time. But if not, I still, take my mini squad, At least I know they being real with me and they fuck with me like that. Even if they don't disagree with some of the shit I say. I mean, that's the part of being real, right? Well, he came out with that video exposing my secret girlfriend. And in the video, he mentioned that, Erica made a video and I guess the girl's friend commented under it saying that she was talking to Damion. They got receipts and whatnot and she pinned it. So, Erica's going to probably go to Damion. Like, hey, what the fuck is this about? Yada, yada, yada. Now, when he was going over and reading his phones, like everybody know if you got an iPhone, the messages are not in green, they're in blue. I don't know. Like I said, I don't got no iPhone. I don't know nothing about that. Everybody keeps saying I need to get one. Maybe I don't know. I just don't know yet. It's, why waste all that money on some shit and then they come out with the next model in like 3 or 4 months. So you're like, damn, I thought this shit was new. So that's why I'm kind of iffy about the iPhone thing. But anyways, he first said that he made a post about the Viagra pills, and then under it she commented, and I forgot what he said that she said, or something like, hey baby, or I miss you baby, something like that. But anyways, to keep it moving, he then said, now this person is lying. I never talked to her. We didn't have no messages back and forth. But then contradicts himself and say, I might have entertained her or sent her a few messages. Now, that's the part that got me. Now, if it's fake and you ain't never talked to this girl and this girl's lying, this girl is making this shit up, then how would you remember entertaining her? Your response would have been, I ain't talked to her no DMs. I don't know what the fuck she talking about. Just up there making lies on me. It's another female that has done that as well. But you said that you may have entertained her and you may have exchanged a few messages here and there. But it, never went past that. But, you ain't talked to her. So you say. Now, the girl was saying that she was in Houston, and then he said when he looked her up, he said that she was actually in Rosenberg and that he only goes there 6 to 7 months because it was this restaurant that didn't survive the pandemic. Now, if she lived there and you're saying that it's fake, why would you even mention that you may go there once every, 6 to 7 months out the year, or however long you say you go, and you'll stop by and get the seafood or whatnot? Now, you see how that's kind of iffy situation. Like, okay, you don't know this girl. She lives in Rosenberg, but you do make stops by there. Now, some minds is like, okay, that ain't nothing major. Like, what's your point? But then you also have some people that are like, have you may insisted that maybe you stopped by and seen her before? I mean, we don't know. Like I said, unless I see those snapshots like them IG models and shit do, I don't know what to believe, because I'm 50-50, because it's like he'll keep talking, but he'll talk a little bit too much. Now, he even says supposedly I said Tamika, and oh, I want to see you, and then because I know you won't be able to hang up. Now, his little philosophy behind that was like, I got the phone right here, I could just easily hang up. No, you knew what you meant by that. If you wrote that, we're just hypothetically speaking. If you wrote that, I know you can't dodge me when I see you in person. See, it's easy for you to hang up over the phone, but when I'm in person, you can't easily run away from me like that. Now he was saying, I know you're mad that I won't mention your channel. I know you're mad. You want me to say it, don't you? You want me to say your channel, don't you? But if you look in the messages, she also stated, are we gonna be doing my cooking channel? And then something like, you sure she's not gonna care? She's not gonna care, and yada yada yada. And do you play daddy to her son? Hell no. Now, like I stated, now I don't, I'm halfway iffy about this, but knowing what we know now, I know Erica, what she said. He probably could have said something like that, but I don't know of it to be real because, for one, like, why didn't you come forward before? I mean, all this time that's going on, and I hope if you see this video, like, leave me a comment, like, how many months are you? When is the exact date that you met up with Crier, slept with him, or whatnot? And pregnancy, is he like raw dogging everyone he get with or whatnot? I mean, so to speak, if he, mess with you. I'm just speaking like in general because with D, with Erica, with Latoya, he keeps talking about how his pullout game is very weak. Now, let's move forward. So he tells her to stop the cap and you're not going to break me and Erica up. Now, I wonder if any of y'all went to his page. If you stopped by, didn't leave a comment or anything, did y'all go to his page and say, hey, Damion, what is that video, that you made exposing my girlfriend about? Because you tell us that you were single for 6 months, but here, you saying that you and Erica was in a relationship. Because pretty soon after that, right, they broke up. And then he was making videos by himself saying that he was single and he needed to take time to himself and all that. Now, only time will tell. Now, one or two things could happen. She could get this test and then he not be the father. And then we all know that maybe this speculation was just, something to put out there. And then number two, he could be the father, and then that's going to raise a lot more questions. So only time will tell. But someone has also said that she has been lying and trying to spread this false rumor to, put out some tea on Crier or some fake tea on Crier. Now, for instance, she wrote gangsta emoji or whatnot, and gangsta emoji talked about it where he said that the girl's boyfriend got on the phone and thought he was Damion and like, oh, I'm gonna tell Erica and I'm gonna expose you and you nasty old niggas and well, ninjas and shit like that. Now, I don't know how to go about this, because if she reached out to Erica and she tried to reach out the gangsta emoji, and then she's reaching out to these T pages and it's a picture supposedly of her and Crier together, a picture that they took together, I don't know where I could find that. I mean, maybe I didn't, pay attention all the way to the video because I was listening at the same time of working. So, I'm multitasking and, trying to take calls and shit. But I'm just at loss for words because it's like if if you knew you was pregnant, why did you wait so long to come out with this type of information? And like, why didn't you reach out to these T pages and say, hey, could you please put this out here for me? I want people to know this or whatnot because, he is doing her dirty and I just want it to be known. I'm not trying to start anything, but this is the only way I feel like I can probably get a response from him. Now, we know men get caught up. Men ain't all, ain't no one saints. But the truth will only be told if the source came out and said it, and also if they have any proof. Now, they also stated that Erica Every time she leaves a message, Erica keeps deleting it. Now, I wonder why. Is it because it's maybe not true? And if it is some truth to it, you know, how come Erica didn't expose that? Because she's always trying to be petty and she's trying to hint at stuff. Now, she did hint in the past that, Damion was pillow talking to other women and he wasn't being faithful to her. But when she decided to stop, going back and forth and releasing footage and shit, she stated that DeLaurie, even admitted to, him having her making videos to make her jealous. But I didn't hear, oh, and it's going to be something else that, is going to come out eventually because it won't be too long. And, people would know the other truth that I can't reveal. Or better yet, why didn't she say, oh, and LaToya, by the way, ask your man, is he ready to be a father again? Oh, and LaToya, are you ready to be a stepmother to another child? I mean, why didn't she give no subliminal hints? Now, I know she says she has shit that can hurt her, which I think is fucked up because, Erica, you are not starting, but you are seeming, like you are really just looking out here like you jealous and that you just trying to make bad and tarnish relationships and names because your shit is so fucked up and you're starting to look like a really fucked up individual. And not just because of what you are doing in the present, it's also the shit you have done in the past. But y'all, my phone is going to die. I'm going to recharge it and I'm going to touch back on this topic. Now, I know you guys going to be like, oh, damn, I'm tired of hearing this shit already. But there's other people speaking on it. Either you want to choose to listen to it or you don't. But I'm going to be back to finish up what the hell I want to say. And then that's that on that. But anyways, guys, if you fuck with me, leave a comment below, subscribe, and I'll be back soon with another video. It's your girl Opinionated checking out.